525,600 minutes. 525,000 moments so dear. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? Rent, the musical. As I sat down to reflect on these last 12 months, I had no idea where to start. Does last March seem an eternity ago? Or has the year flown? I really don't know. Just how do you measure this year? The COVID year. A year like no other. A year that will be remembered in the history books globally. A year of phenomenal advances in technology and medicine. A year of life changes across the world. And a year that universally has caused so much pain and suffering to millions. At the time of writing, mercifully the UK virus death toll is falling. But of course, behind these numbers, and those deaths from other causes but affected by the virus conditions, every death is an individual life lost. A death that has been devastating for our loved ones. Many of our bereaved could not even be present, to hold a hand, to properly say goodbye, to comfort or hold the dying one or each other. None have been able to mourn as we would in normal times, and my heart goes out to each and every one. Later this year, I hope that we can gather to remember all those that have died during the past 12 months, officers, staff and loved ones. Whether from the pandemic or during it, we know that the opportunities to say goodbye have not been there. I am committed to providing a time this year when we can do that. Together, individually, personally and collectively, we will grieve, remember and celebrate each one. We know that the key to ending this pandemic are the vaccines, which currently over 25 million have received. The development and delivery have been no mean feat, and we are grateful. Our thanks go to our amazing NHS and scientists. Now, writing this has had me reflecting on what else has unpredictably happened over these last 12 months. How else can we measure this year? And I came across these facts. Over the last 12 months, the elephant population in Kenya has doubled. The ozone hole over Antarctica has closed. Germany is making nature reserves from 62 military bases. The Bernie Sanders mittens memes raised over 1.8 million for charity. The technology behind the Pfizer vaccine is leading to a possible MS breakthrough. For the first time in 80 years, salmon are spawning in the upper Columbia River, and whales are back in the Atlantic Ocean after more than 100 years. The song that I quoted at the beginning from Rent goes on to say, in 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about love? I know that this year has not been short of love. Whether it be love for our NHS, our frontline and key workers, our neighbours or our families and friends over Zoom, these last 12 months have been very much marked by love. For me personally, my daughter was born in May 2020. That brought a lot of love and tiredness into our lives. Now we long for the time that we can show those we love how we feel with a hug or by simply sitting close by to them. We believe that the time will come again when we will throw our arms open and hold our loved ones tight. It's time now to sing out that the story never ends. Let's celebrate. Remember a year in the life of friends. Maybe these last 12 months do not offer many reasons to celebrate. But as the song says, the story never ends, and we will go on together with love to write another chapter in our life stories here on our beautiful planet. At the same time, the scars of the last year are with us, and some will go very deep. Many will carry the heavy burden of grief or the effects of having caught the virus themselves. And as we cautiously dare to look to our future, to the next 525,600 minutes, I wonder what they will bring. I have no doubt there'll be tough times, twists and bumps in the road, but I also know there'll be times to celebrate. Life will continue to be about love, pain, tough times and celebratory times. When times are tough, remember that your police family are here for you. Reach out to me and your force chaplaincy team. Ring the employee assistance line to speak to a trained counsellor, or seek out the support of Trim or Straw. Most of all, know that you do not need to suffer alone. You matter to us. There is no escaping that the last 12 months have been hard. We are beginning to emerge tentatively, cautiously, but perhaps a fraction more hopefully. Can we allow ourselves just a moment of hope for the year to come? So maybe when we reflect back on another 525,600 minutes, we can measure it in daylights and sunsets, in midnights and cups of coffee, in inches and miles, in laughter and strife, and measure in love. And I'll leave you with that. Till next time.